No one had ever seen such a fast and brutal attack before. Even the underground fighting ring's longtime champion couldn't stand a chance. With just 3 punches, the man took his opponent down. His name was Danny. Danny was adopted as a child by a smuggler named Bart. From that day on, he was trained like a beast, pushed through years of cruel, merciless drills. So harsh, in fact, that all his human emotions were stripped away. He wore a collar around his neck, and the moment that collar was removed, Danny turned into a killing machine. Danny was so skilled, he could dodge bullets. Thanks to his abilities, Bart became a big name in the underworld. Anyone who had a fight they couldn't win would call Bart for help. But there was a major catch. Danny never acted without orders. Even if Bart was dying, Danny wouldn't move unless commanded to. One day, Bart got caught in a dangerous fight. The enemy was sure it was over, but with his last bit of strength, Bart reached out and pulled off Danny's collar. In that instant, rage flooded Danny's eyes, and within seconds he had smashed every enemy to the ground. He tore them all apart with ruthless precision, but they were being watched. A man in a suit stood nearby, observing the fight. He immediately realized how powerful Danny was. Though Bart had won, he wasn't happy, because during the fight, Danny had been distracted by a piano. A black piano tuner had walked into the room. Seeing Danny's fascination, he invited him closer and played a few keys. As the notes filled the air, Danny smiled for the first time in years. But then he realized he had ignored the signal light. By the time he rushed back, the fight was already over, and Bart, furious, threatened to sell him off for being late. Just then, the suited man returned and revealed his identity. He was the owner of an underground fighting club. He offered Bart a deal. If Danny fought for him, they could both become filthy rich. Greedy as ever, Bart agreed. The next day, Bart took Danny to the ring again. Standing before him was a massive fighter who laughed at Danny's size. But in just 3 punches, Danny killed him on the spot. The crowd went wild. The club owner handed Bart a stack of cash and made it official. Danny would fight for them from now on. Bart was so thrilled, he even asked Danny what reward he wanted. Danny simply said, "A piano." Everyone burst out laughing. But suddenly, a car came speeding in and smashed into Bart's vehicle. Out came 3 masked men, the same enemies Danny had once destroyed. Danny barely managed to save Bart and escape. With nowhere else to go, he returned to the piano shop, hoping to find peace. But as soon as he arrived, he was ambushed again and knocked unconscious. He woke up in the house of the same kind piano tuner. At first, Danny was cautious, alert, emotionless. But slowly, with the care of the kind old man and his daughter, Danny began to soften. He found family, something he never had. He even removed his collar, the symbol of his past. One day, he went out to buy them a gift, but fate had other plans. He ran into his old enemies. Here, what will Danny do now? Find out in the next part. Smash that subscribe button and comment below. Part 2.